Hello everybody, welcome back to DD86. DD86 is about a famous movie director named James Cameron. He did the Titanic and Avatar, and he's also an explorer. But we'll get there later. First, we need to go back to DD85, and there was a very difficult word in the middle. So far, nobody got it right. Let's listen again.
Well, that, I think, is the real crux of this issue.
Well, that, I think, is the real crux of this issue. Well, that, I think, is the real crux of this issue. The real crux of this issue. The real crux of this... The real what? Crack, what? Crux. Crux. A new word for most of you, I believe. Well, that, I think, is the real crux of this issue. Well, that. So they're talking about something, and that question is, I think, in my opinion, is the real crux of this issue, is the real crux of this matter, is the really important part of this matter. Crux is a great word, and crux means the most important part, the most important piece. Crux actually refers to a cross. A cross, okay? And if we think about a cross, it's like this. And the center of the cross is important, right? So the crux, the center, the key point, the most important thing of the issue, of the matter, is that. Well, that, I think, is the real crux of this issue. It is a great expression. What? Let's make some examples. What is the crux of spaghetti? Spaghetti? We all know spaghetti. Is it the noodles? Is it the sauce? Is it the meatballs? Americans really like spaghetti with meatballs. I know in Italy they like seafood too, but we like our meatballs. What is the crux of spaghetti? The most important matter, the most important thing about spaghetti, it's the noodles. Or is it the sauce? Or is it the meatballs? It's your opinion. What is the crux of English? What is the most important thing about English? English is difficult. What is the crux? So many opinions. In my personal opinion, you need your vocabulary, you need your grammar, and then pronunciation. Pronunciation is the crux of learning English. Now, I'm giving you some examples, but crux, we usually talk about crux as the most important thing of a problem. So there's a problem, there's an issue, there's a situation, and the key problem, the biggest problem, is the crux. Okay? It's a great word. Look online, do a search, and type this. The crux of the matter. So if you type the crux of the matter, I'm sure you will get many examples, and hopefully that will help you understand. Okay, not too difficult. Everything else was okay. Let's say it together. Well, that, I think, is the real crux of this matter. Well, that, I think, is the real crux of this issue. Matter, issue. Same thing in this situation. Okay, we're done. Good job. We're going to listen 2 more times, and then we'll move on to James Cameron.
Well, that, I think, is the real crux of this issue.
If you like movies, probably you like James Cameron. James Cameron is a famous movie director. He directed the Titanic, and he directed Avatar, among other great films. I saw the Titanic a long time ago. Believe it or not, I have not seen Avatar. Actually, I don't watch too many movies. I like reading books. But anyway, I should watch it. James Cameron, he's a movie director, but actually, really in his heart, he's an explorer. He likes to explore. Are you familiar with the British famous rich businessman Richard Branson? He likes to explore too. So these guys are quite similar. This time, on Monday, James Cameron took a submarine, this submarine, looks crazy, this submarine, and he went down to the lowest point on the earth in a place called the Marianas Trench, the deepest place on earth. From the ocean level down, it is farther than the ocean level to the top of Mount Everest. It's really super, ultra deep and dangerous. He's not the first person, but this time he went down there and stayed on the bottom for 3 hours. Very dangerous, but he's okay. And he did this with National Geographic. They're shooting a movie. It'll be a 3D HD movie. So eventually we'll be able to see it in the theater. Pretty amazing. Pretty scary. Would you take a subway? Would you like to ride in a subway? Which is more interesting to you? Going into space or going underwater? Or none of the above? Do you have an adventuresome spirit? Do you like to adventure? Would you like to adventure? Would you like to explore? Leave some answers. Okay, James Cameron is talking about his inspiration. Why he does things. It's a very short sentence. I made it advanced, but I think for an advanced dictation, it's actually intermediate. So it shouldn't be too impossible. Good luck. There's some background sound, but it's not too bad. And I've got this graphic here, so this is a really cool graphic. And I'll put the link down below. There's a link. I want you to look at the graphic if you're interested. And very great information on here. So check out this. And now we'll go to the dictation. And after dictation, I'll say hello to the new subscribers.
Look, imagination feeds exploration. You have to imagine the possible before you can go and do it. Look, imagination feeds exploration. You have to imagine the possible before you can go and do it. Look, imagination feeds exploration. You have to imagine the possible before you can go and do it. Look, imagination feeds exploration. You have to imagine the possible before you can go and do it.
Okay, we have 800 subscribers on Daily Dictation. I'm really happy. I know some people come every day. Thank you. Some people come every so often. that's fine. You come whenever you want. And if there's something you want to study, let me know. Give me a video link or an audio link, and I'll do my best to include it in our studies. We have some new listeners, new watchers, a couple from South Korea. Ted U71. Ted U71. 반갑사옵나이다. 71년생이십니까? 제 동생이에요. 반갑습니다. Then we have Greg6044. Greg6044. 이 친구도 한국 사람이시죠? Another guy from Korea. 반갑사옵나이다. Thank you very much for joining. From Taiwan. In Korean they say 대만. From Taiwan we have Echlia. Echlia. That's not a Chinese name. Sure. Thank you very much for joining my channel. Again from South Korea, we have Suyol Yang. Yang Suyol. 반갑사옵나이다. Thank you very much for joining my channel. From Brazil. Brazil? I don't know. Brazil? It seems like it might be German, this person. Garter Marenberg. Garter Marenberg. I don't know. I see the name, I'm thinking German. Are you a German person in Brazil? Or, I'm curious. Anyway, obrigado. If you're Portuguese, I mean Brazilian, obrigado, then you would speak Portuguese. If you're German, Dankeschön. Thank you very much. Danke. Dankeschön, which is, I don't know. And finally, She Suzanne. Suzanne She. And okay, the name She, you must be Chinese. I don't know if you're Taiwanese or Chinese, but She. Thank you very much for joining my channel, and to everybody else too. Please tell your friends. Let's keep building the channel bigger and better. My dream is to have tons of watchers, and then if I do, maybe someday I can make some money here and just do this full time, and you guys can learn English for free. That would be cool. I would like that. I think you would like that. So let's build the channel bigger and better. Thanks a lot, everybody, and I'll see ya maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after. In Korea, it's Friday night. Friday night, I'm always at home alone, with my cat. But I like that. I have no friends. I have one friend. Anyway, so I might do it Saturday night or Sunday night, Korea time. Thank you very much, and see you next time. Bye-bye.